It always gladdens my heart, and it shows that we have people in our nation who have held onto a vision that must become a reality. I'm most grateful, His Excellency, for being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Second motion of destiny. Speech delivered by Jacob Osei Yeboah, 2012-2016 independent presidential candidate, in conjunction with the coalition of civil society organizations on the 10th July 2018. The chairman, His Excellency Apostle Dr. Sylvester Kojo Ankama, Ghana's ambassador to India during the Third Republic, the representative of United One Ghana, the representative of Model Africa Democracy, the representative of Civil Society Momentum UK, members of the press corps, ladies and gentlemen. Today, 10th July 1953, exactly 65 years ago, and as astute visionary, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah moved the motion of destiny in the House of Commons, London, UK, towards the independence of the then Gold Coast, which later became known as Ghana under the British colonial rule. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah declared, "Today we are here to claim the rights to our independence." Mr. Chairman, though under the colonial rule, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah had the opportunity to move the motion of destiny in the House of Commons, sadly, under the supposed independence from alien rule, we cannot move today's second motion of destiny for Ghana's true independence under the neo-colonial masters, which are the political parties, in the year 2018 in the Parliament House, Accra, Ghana. What an irony, indeed, of 1953 motion of testimony for independence. Why has the political parties assumed the role of neo-colonialists? Members of the press corps, so today, we being conscious of your meritorious position as the fourth arm of the government, have humbly come before your house, the International Press Center, to move the second motion of testimony, the second motion of destiny, for the attainment of liberty from our real neo-colonialists, and also of the creation of wealth and the government of national unity. You have the power to resonate this second motion of destiny in 2018 to the executive arm, the legislature, the judiciary, and most importantly, the masses who are indeed the shareholders of our sovereignty. Members of the press corps, you are asked by duty to convey to the President, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, and the Speaker, Right Honorable Mike Aaron Okoye, that the then Queen of England and the Speaker understood the first destiny of motion in 1953. For our then colonialists discerned the times and looked and took the right decision not to live beyond their welcome days. They nobly agreed with Victor Hugo. Nothing is as powerful as an idea whose time has come, unquote. I dare say without equivocation that indeed the political parties belong to the old ideas and unfit even to deepen democracy in Ghana, let alone building a nation. For democracy is not an end, but a means to an end of building a nation. Ghana and Africa can be democratically governed without political parties. The political parties are only concerned about winning power, and they operate currently without any principle, even as laid down by their own forebears. They are busy and vuvuzela about nothing except business of deceit, lies, greed, loot, state vampirism, and worst of all, their operations depict as nation wreckers. Members of the press corps, why am I alluding to the fact that the political parties are our true neo-colonialists, contrary to what Dr. Nkrumah thought? The political parties continue to perpetrate the old ideas, and they are debased shamelessly in their corruption against their own compatriots, who they see should be enslaved in fear. Lend me your ears, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah stated the purpose and the vision for the 1953 Destiny of Motion, and I quote, "Our battles shall be against the old ideas that keep men trammeled in their own greed, against the crass stupidities that breed hatred, fear, inhumanity. The heroes of our future will be those who can lead our people out of the stifling fog of disintegration through serfdom into the valley of light where purpose, endeavor, and determination will create the brotherhood which Christ proclaimed 2,000 years ago, and about which so much is said, but so little is done." Unquote. Members of the press corps, 65 years down the memories lane, the purpose of the first Destiny of Motion is a far cry. Ghana is still battling the old ideas that continue to keep political parties tremble in their own greed and gargantuan corruption. The crass stupidities of political parties in the Fourth Republic lately continue to breed hatred, fear, inhumanity, and polarization, even among their own party members and family members. Sorry. The vision of the first Destiny of Motion has been a mirage. And as a nation, we are losing our providential way and straying through the desert of melancholy, and our hope being turned into the fear of absurdity by the political parties. Where are our future heroes who can lead Ghanaians out of the stifling fog of deepening polarization and ginormous corruption? We are confused and disillusioned by the showcase of democracy by the NPP and the NDC. So we, the independent presidential system, United One Ghana, Civil Society Momentum, and Model Africa Democracy represent the broad definition of heroes of Ghana and Africa, bringing integration and government of national unity. Members of the press corps, Martin Luther King Jr. opined, and I quote, "Nothing in the entire world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity," unquote. For our neo-colonial masters, which is the political party, especially the NPP and NDC, during this Fourth Republic, are rather leading Ghana into the valley of darkness. In this darkness is where sincere ignorance is being exhibited by the masses, whilst deceit, gargantuan corruption, and conscientious stupidity are being opprobriously perpetrated by the political parties. The saddest is the religious adulteration of Islam and Christianity, with these political parties against the pitiful masses that these noble Abrahamic religions have given hope in time immemorial in the world. As opined by myself in my book, and I quote, "Religiosity in the Ghanaian multi-ethnic society largely has to do with the contradictions entailed in the dynamics of trust and deception, good and bad governance, mass indiscipline, mediocre justice, and crude injustice," unquote. Where there's no hope, humans are capable of doing anything. The fundamentals of our economy is the gold, the oil, the sea, the salt that is in the sea, the fishes, the good soil, this environment, this good weather that we have, the sun, the manganese. These are the foundations. When we talk about fundamentals, fundamentals means foundation. The foundation of our economy, this is what they've paid. Unfortunately, from our books, it's not anything that I can say it over here. So tell them that I've challenged them. I've said it often and often. Throw it to Dr. Baumia. That the fundamental, that is what he said. He said that you can vuvuzela about anything, but if your fundamentals are not right, the CD will what? Expose you. Indeed, the fundamentals are not right. What wealth are we creating with the gold? We've sacked the Galam, say that they're small scale miners. So what wealth are we creating? The Guja, what wealth are we creating? Look, have we been able to transform these natural resources and the human resources towards the consumption in order to create wealth? And so it's not about the vuvuzela and the noise. I really want anyone who says that he is an economic expert to challenge me on what I'm saying. The macroeconomic indicators can never be the fundamentals of our economy. Tell them. You see, our Western partners that we always learn from them and from their books, they know that the fundamentals of every economy is made up of the natural resources and the human resources that that nation has been endowed with. If you go to Japan, they don't have natural resources, but they have developed their human resources, and they're part of the world. Is that not it? If you go to Mauritius, it's just a sugarcane economy. And so Ghana, when we say that the economy is robust, it's not robust in terms of anything. It's robust because we have a fertile land. We have the gold, we have the manganese, we have the cocoa, we have the oil, we have talented Ghanaians that we are not tapping. Your imagination. You see, there are so many things that can give us a structure. Because if a country like Mauritius can develop her economy out of sugarcane, and Mauritius GDP is over 16,000, and Ghana's one is just about 2,500, and we say, hey, we are middle income country. That is vuvuzela economy that I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my answer to this. I know there are a lot to say, but thank you.